Parents and family, thank you for joining us today. Graduating from 8th grade should be just one of the steps that a student takes on their path to success. This is a small accomplishment, but accomplishment nonetheless. Let's give a round of applause for our students who have made it here today. Young people, the reason why you're in your seats is in large part because of your ability to be respectful, on time, accountable, and ready to learn. Parents, thank you for supporting your child and understanding that it's these little things that will make a big difference in their quest to be successful contributors to our society. Who wants to hear me talk for the next 20 minutes? So instead of hearing me talk, Mr. Brown wants to hear me talk, so let me take out my speech. But instead of hearing me talk, I thought it might be nice to show our friends and family and first-time visitors to our school to watch a video that highlights many of the accomplishments of our young people this year. Mr. Escoffery, take it away.
a struggle for me. Don't pull up at 6 a.m. to cuddle with me. You know how I like it when you loving on me. I feel like you miss me. Yes, I see the things that they wishing on me. I got some colors that I live in me. Ain't gon' tell the story, but did it for me. God's plan, God's plan. I hope like sometimes I won't. I feel good sometimes I don't think. I finesse down with I don't think. I go down to G.O.D. I go hard on Southside G. I make sure that Northside E. Bad things, it's a lot of bad things that they wish and I wish and I wish and I wish and I wish on me. Bad things, it's a lot of bad things that they wish and I wish and I wish and I wish and I wish on me. Yeah. Hey, hey. She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. Take it up, I even gotta turn it on me. Anyone to bring the pressure to the party. Hey, you know me. Turn the 02 to the 03. Without 40 Ollie, Debbie know me. Imagine if I never met the Broskies. God's plan, God's plan. I can't do this on my own. Someone watching it close. I've been me since all that road. Might go down to G.O.D. I go hard on Southside G. I make sure that Northside E. Bad things, it's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish on me. Yeah. Bad things, it's a lot of bad things that they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish and they wish on me. Yeah.
Everybody else even
Students, did you enjoy your video? We'll make the video available to the public via the Benjamin Turner Middle School YouTube page. So we're going to tweet that out and put it on Facebook later so that you can find it. Parents, there's a few things I'd like you to know about Benjamin Turner Middle School. And I also want to offer an apology. So one of the things that we do at Benjamin Turner Middle School is that we give every student second chances. And the reason why I mention that to you is that it's very easy to tell someone you're not good enough or you didn't meet our expectation. And by giving students second chances, they've really responded. So one of the things I want you to know is that about 80 of our students successfully completed the living environments regions. The reason why that's important, parents, is that's a 10th grade class that our students work diligently towards over their 7th and 8th grade years to earn a high school credit. About 70 students earned their Spanish credit this year as well for high school, and about another 20 earned their volume credit. That's worth a round of applause. The reason why I mention that to you is it's always easy to see what doesn't work. And there's a mistake in today's program. I left a couple of names out, and yes, it was me. And the reason why is because we give second chances to our student, we crammed a couple of names in at the last second. And in doing so, inadvertently removed a couple of names. So parents, hopefully you can accept my good intentions and my apology. We'll make a corrected version for you. Young people, on your feet. What I'd like you you to do, young people, is turn, face your family members, and give them a round of applause. The next thing I'd like to introduce students is face your teachers who are to your left and give them a big round of applause. Thank you. You can return to your seats. Parents, the reason why you deserve a round of applause is because you sent us the very best that you had. And some of your students will tell you that all of their classmates aren't here today because they weren't able to meet all of our requirements no matter how many chances we gave. But parents, it's because of you and the pushing that you did. But also, I think teachers, and I don't need you to agree too loudly, I'm not all that easy to work for. And the reason why I say that is because I try to make every decision for your children, parents, as if they're being made from my own flesh and blood. And that means I have very high demands and expectations of my staff. I don't accept no for an answer, and I push them to give your children the very best. Parents, please give our teachers a round of applause. This is my 18th year in public education, and this is by far the best instructional staff I've ever had the privilege of working with. So at this time, I'm going to turn over the program to the esteemed Charles Brown.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to introduce our next musical performance, and that person is going to be Tyler Santiago. It's very important that the high schools that receive our young people recognize the talent that we have and that we're giving to them. And it's very tough on us letting our young people go and move forward, and I know that's how parents feel, that they have to move forward. And one of the people that stands out to me that's like my right-hand person, who helps our young people move forward, who galvanizes parents, who makes sure that everyone is aware of exactly where they stand, what they need to move forward and come to the ceremony. And that person is our guidance counselor, Ms. Patricia Griffin.
Good morning, everyone. Special to our wonderful 2018 graduates. Right now, I'm going to introduce our guest speaker. And our guest speaker's name is Sade King. And she was born and raised right here in Mount Vernon. And she is a graduate of our very own Longfellow Middle School, now known as Benjamin Turner Middle School. And she graduated in 2008. Sade was a student athlete. At only 5 feet 2 inches, rising junior point guard was the first girl to ever play on the prestigious Mount Vernon Junior Knights. She was also the first girl to play varsity basketball in the 7th, not 8th, in the 7th grade at Mount Vernon High School. And her freshman year, she earned the Section 1 MVP in the AA championship game, scoring 28 points and averaged 8 points, 5 assists, 1.7 rebounds during her regular season. Sade eventually earned herself a full scholarship to Hampton University. She then transferred over to the University of New Haven, graduating with a bachelor's degree in graphic design. Sade has always taken pride in herself into being well-focused, finishing things consistently, and more importantly, becoming a leader. And that says it because now Sade is a young entrepreneur owning her own sports clothing line. So let's give a welcoming round of applause to Sade King.
Good morning, everyone. Well, Ms. Griffin basically gave my introduction, but I'm going to say it again because this is part of my speech. But my name is Sade King, and I'm a former conferral graduate, as well as you are about to be. I attended Mount Vernon High School, where I was a student athlete there, starting my basketball career since the 7th grade. After high school, I was blessed with the opportunity to receive a full scholarship to Hampton University. I played there for 2 years, winning 2 championships and getting a chance to play in the NCAA tournament. After 2 years, I transferred to the University of New Haven, where I continued my basketball career and now have graduated with a bachelor's degree in graphic design. I'm going to be short and sweet, but I wanted to leave you guys with some advice. No matter how hard you think life gets, never give up. Take criticism and negativity and use it as your fuel for your greatness. Life comes with its ups and downs, but take all of those things as lessons learned. One thing I want you to all do, if you haven't already, is set a plan. Even if you're not sure if that's what you really want to do. Because before I went to college, I didn't really have a plan. When I first went, I studied sports management, and then I transferred to graphic design. I always had a dream of being a fashion designer, and I knew I wanted to be involved in the fashion industry, so that's why I changed to graphic design. After graduating, I never thought I was going to do what I wanted to do straight out of school, but some way, somehow it worked out. Now I work for a company as a graphic designer, and I also am an entrepreneur on the side. Don't take things for granted and don't waste no opportunities. Have patience, work hard, and stay dedicated. Timing is everything. Things may not happen right at the moment when you want them to, but eventually they will fall into place as long as you do the right things and make the right decisions in life. Stay in school and take your grades seriously because it will affect you in the long run. You have to be a leader to be unique, to be hungry always and never satisfied, proud but never satisfied. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to announce our awards that our students received this year. So when your name is called, you're just going to stand up because everyone is going to get their awards afterwards in the cafeteria. The tables will be set up. So right now you're just going to stand. All right? The Gordon E. Roth Citizens Award goes to our very own Tyler Santiago. Stand up and remain standing, Tyler. The Griffin Valentino School Service Award goes to Ashante McClary. The New York State Controller Student Achievement Award goes to Sean Hines. The Alfred Kane Athletic Award goes to two. For our male, it's Amari Hart. And for our female, it's Amanda Jennings. The Attorney General's Triple C Award goes to Tony Ann Rattry. The Joseph Guerrero Award goes to two, Xavier Perret and also Kaya Douglas. The Marvin Wyshynski Science Award goes to Malaysia Williams, Sean Hines, and Carlita Shell. Social Studies Award goes to Nicolette, Tyler Santiago, and Justin Smith. English Award goes to Rebecca Valero, Ashanti McClary, and Kaya Dogskin, she's already standing. The Dr. Duffy Tomko Math Award goes to Azariah Robinson, Tyler Santiago, and Jayla Jones. The Art Award goes to Ariana Reed, Lisa Rahan, Ashanti Edwards, and Amari Obey. The ESL Award goes to Allison Nevaez. Spanish Award, Rebecca Valero and Nyla Goodyear. Outstanding Achievement Award, again, Kai, you're already standing. The Judy Paul Math Award, Jayla Jones. The Al Grimes Leadership Award, Amanda Jennings. The Joan Cardello Administrative Award, Ashley Traco. And these are the Civic Involvement Awards that are coming from the City of Mount Vernon. Chloe Brookstan. Rajay Brookstan. Drayvon Carmichael Stan, Kaiser Cruikshank Stan, Anne-Marie Rogers. I think Nicolette is already standing. Nicolette. Alexa Logan. Tyrone Prasad. I believe Ashley is already standing. Ashley Traco standing. So again, you will receive those awards when we leave, but I want to just have two people come up to the stage. Mrs. Lynn Clay from PTA, is she here? And okay, and the one that was doing the award, the Celeb, yes, come up to the stage, please.
Good morning, everyone. Well, my name is Lynn Clay, and I serve this year in the capacity of president of the Mount Vernon PTA Council. And for the last couple of years, because of you and your support of our annual dinner dance, we've been able to raise enough money to go beyond giving scholarships to the high school graduates. And we decided that we wanted to give citizenship awards to graduating 8th graders. So the children or the students, the young people who were selected were done so by the school, the counselors who know the kids. And we chose 2 young people today and 1 young man, Justin Smith. And I don't know if I'm going to say her name correctly, but Jakin Muldrow. Jakin? Oh, maybe it's misspelled. Muldrow? Who is that? Stand up. Let me see who you are. Raise your hand. Muldrow. Oh, it's a boy, Jakin. I'm sorry. Now, both of these people will receive $50 from the PTA. And I just want to say one thing. I need everyone, all of you young people to listen. When you talk about citizenship awards, you're talking about character. Children who have a level of character in the way they conduct themselves, and that the choices they make lean toward kindness and goodness and things like that, those qualities that are so important. And in this day and age, you can see the difference between when someone, they may be smart, they may be wealthy, but when you don't have character, it makes a big difference. And so we want to lift up these two young people, and we want to give them honor, and the PTA would just like to thank you again, and congratulations. Take care.
Good morning, everybody. My name is David Newton. First off, hi Sade, how you doing? Sade also, if I'm not mistaken, I was told she designed the Junior Knights uniform this year. The program she came from, she's now designing their uniforms, so that's a big thing. I started coaching the Junior Knights when she was playing. It's a great thing to see her all grown up. I'm representing an organization called the Shamoya McKenzie Foundation. On December 31st, 2016, Shamoya was gunned down by a young man who recklessly used a firearm during a gang-related shooting. I was Shamoya's coach for 2 years with the Junior Knights, and she was an 8th grader who would be playing junior varsity. And on that day, she was told that was her last junior varsity practice. She would be going to varsity. However, she never had the chance to play at the varsity level. A few months later, along with her mom, Nadine, and her friends, the friends of her family and her coaches, we formed the Shamoya McKenzie Foundation. I'm sorry, I get emotional talking about Shamoya because she used to drive right next to me every day to games for 2 years. So we formed the foundation to help young people make better decisions in their present lives and moving forward as they become young adults and adults. Last year we gave out our inaugural scholarship award to a senior at Mount Vernon High School, Kirsten Moore, who was a senior on the varsity basketball girls team. This year, through fundraising, we were able to expand that and give the award to 6 different schools. In addition to Mount Vernon High School, we gave an award to New Rochelle High School senior, awards to a Davis Middle School 8th grader, Pennington 8th grader, a Graham School 8th grader, and to U.S. Benjamin Turner 8th grader. This year's recipient of the Shamoya McKenzie Foundation Scholarship Award for Benjamin Turner Middle School is Nicolette Saputo. Congratulations and good luck on the high school.
Young people, you've been standing for a while, please take your seat. When I came to the microphone earlier, I was wondering why it was so low, but Miss King is a big person with a really small package. So we ought to give Miss King one more big round of applause for her speech. In order for our schools to be successful, it takes a village. And in this case, it actually takes a city. So I'd like to extend an opportunity for the mayor of Mount Vernon, Mayor Richard Thomas, to come to the podium.
Good morning, Benjamin Turner. Good morning, graduates. Good morning, parents. Good morning, principal, staff, teachers, everybody here. It's a great day, and it's an exciting time to be in Mount Vernon. But really for the graduates, man, you guys, you're on your way. And there are quite a few things that you're going to learn as you move forward. But the one thing that we know today is that everybody in this room loves you. From me to your parents, to your teachers, it is one big family. And I just want to point out that, you know, Miss Griffin, she's been a Razorback mom. She's been one of my mom's best friends who passed away some years ago. Miss Smith was my guidance counselor when I was in nursing. And there have been losses in our community for many years. And Shamoya's loss is one that, you know, we still feel, as the others that have come before her, we feel the pain to this day. But it's your success and it's your safety. It's this situation that we work for to make not just glorious, but we want you all to be great. So as we go forward, I just want you all to know that there are a few things that I need you to keep in mind as you move on to 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, and then beyond, be it college, be it a career in public service, serving your country, or a vocation, or a vlog if you're into YouTube or something like that. But one of the things I have to ask, and I know your principal had you rise and clap and say thanks to your parents. I just want you guys, graduates, just do me one small favor. If you can rise again, and it'll be quick. Come on, rise up. Rise up. And parents, I want you to get your phone ready and zoom in on your child or your niece or your nephew. Come on. Because you know, while we celebrate them, they got to turn around and celebrate you one more again. And I want them to say thank you on the count of 3. And y'all gonna judge. If they low and they low key and they try to be cool like a teenager, just know that the principal got an exam right after this for them. So y'all ready? Gonna turn around. Let's say thank you to your parents on the count of 3. I see you, Marilyn. Get your phone ready. Get your camera ready. Come on. Marilyn always taking pictures, right? On the count of 3, y'all ready? Graduates, y'all say thank you. You gotta say it like you mean it. No. Listen to instructions. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That was good, but you think they can do it again? I see I had a lot of heads nodding on this stage. Parents, they should say it again, right? I heard the parent women home. Y'all not the parents. All right, parents, one more time on 3. Graduates, I gotta say thank you. 1, 2, 3. All right, you guys can be seated. And trust me, when y'all trying to watch Cardi B do that, what is that she do? Right? Sounds like an AT&T commercial. But when your data plan run over, they're gonna remember that you said thank you. They're gonna run the tape and say, did you really mean it? So be ready to come back to that. But here's a quick story I want to share with you before we go, and I hope you take this with you as you move on. And it's a story about Rip Van Winkle. How many of you graduates know about Rip Van Winkle? What? Who? What? Right. I see a couple of hands. And just so you know, those couple of hands are going to get tickets to Slide the City for them and 5 friends. So Miss Griffin, I know you've been watching. All right. Miss Smith, we're going to count on you guys. Yeah, now they all want to raise their hands. But it's okay. This weekend, there's fireworks right here at Mount Vernon High School. There'll be bouncy castles. There'll be food trucks. The gates open at 4 o'clock this Saturday. Music and entertainment. So come out, bring your friends, bring your family to celebrate this graduating class and also the Declaration of Independence of our country. There's a rain date for Sunday. So get ready to come out and have some fun for that. But back to the story of Rip Van Winkle, and I'll make this quick. Rip Van Winkle is a character from Hudson, New York. He went up a mountain to take a nap. And when he went up the mountain, he saw a picture of King George. When he finally took his nap, he woke up 20 years later. And when he came down the mountain, he saw a different picture. It was a picture of President George Washington. Now, why is that important? It's important because Rip was asleep during a tremendous time of change. These next few years in your life represent a tremendous time of change. There will be a lot of challenges along the way. My hope is that unlike Rip, you guys remain awake and you seize your genuine opportunity to create the future that you imagine. You can change this world, and education is the best weapon to do it. So my hope is that you remain in contact with your principal, your teacher, the staff. You challenge your parents even more than you really do when you don't clean up your room. You do your homework and you dig deep to do better. Because this world is yours. All you got to do is wake up and take it. So congratulations. I look forward to celebrating with you this weekend, and I look forward to celebrating with you later this year at Memorial Field. Have a great rest of the day, and God bless our city, and God bless you guys.
So we're almost at the point that everyone came for, but I just want to acknowledge something. Officer Bayless said to me before, Dr. Brown, I want to take a picture, but you weren't smiling. And I told her an answer that wasn't really true. And I told her, I'm annoyed. That's not really true. I'm actually sad. What a mission it is. And the reason why I say that, parents, is because the students who were here in front of us pretty much did everything they had to do every single day. And I'm proud of you. I hope that you know that we did our very best to help you be as successful as possible. So Officer Bayless, I wasn't smiling because I'm sad, okay? I admit it. To help get our event off to an even better pace, we had two students who are going to give a hello and a so long. So at this time, I'd like to welcome to the stage Sean Hines and Malaysia Williams.
Good day, Dr. Brown, Mr. Brown, Mr. Campbell, Ms. Smith, Ms. Griffin, obviously, and my fellow classmates. Welcome to the celebration of the 8th grade moving up ceremony. Along with our community meetings, how do you guys feel today? I'm happy that we don't have to do that anymore, by the way. Personally. Our year has been filled with a number of great memories. We have fun during field trips like our trips to Ellis Island, Universal Circus, the science trip, and last but not least, Hershey Park and Nelson Park. We had some major accomplishments this school year too. Like, some of us had the algebra readers, and those of you who took the algebra readers, 100% of you guys passed. And another accomplishment was qualifying for the living environment. We did it, and so many of us passed the living environment readers. Both ages, like, that's amazing. And more importantly, as we learned so many things this school year, many of us made the honor roll and spent the school year learning. I think that what stood out to me the most this school year was our senior journey. We had so much fun together that day. It reminded me of the friendships that we formed over the school year. Now we are moving on to different schools and also different journeys. My fellow classmates, 2017 to 2018, it's been a fun school year. I'm standing here before you this day, Wednesday, June 20th, 2018, to say we made it. We're graduating. A new path has opened up to us too, and that path is high school. And I'm wishing us all success as we begin high school in September. Thank you.
Okay, so good morning. So I'm graduating class. We stand here today on the precipice of our future. It's not a distant reality anymore. We began middle school as children, and now we're leaving as young adults. It seems like only yesterday that we were looking at our schedules between each class and trying to figure out how to open our lockers. It's been a long ride, but here's the ending of this chapter. In 4 years, we will all be standing together once again as the graduating class of 2022. Thank you for the 2017 to 2018 school year. I had fun and I had struggles, but I had you all to help me through it. I also want to thank your parents for supporting us in more ways than possible to count. You dragged us out of bed Monday through Friday and made sure we got to school on time. To my Fordham teachers, thank you for sharing your time and knowledge with us. It's your job to do so, but you all go above and beyond what you had to. You demanded excellence and nothing less, especially in spaghetti. She made us take notes every day. She pushed us to excel. To Ms. Griffin, thank you for keeping us on the right track so we could all be here today. And last but not least, thank you to Dr. Brown and A.B. Brown.
Thank you, Sean and Malaysia. So now we're at the moment in the program for which you all came, and that's to see your loved one walk across the stage. So every year I give these directions, and every year we don't get it 100% right. So I'd just like to briefly explain to young people what I need you to do. Young people, you're going to enter the stage here, okay? When you're going to hand your card to A.P. Brown. A.P. Brown's going to say your name. You're going to walk up to me, you're going to shake my hand with your right hand, you're going to take your certificate with your left, and you're going to look at Ms. Sorrell's, and we're going to snap your picture. Got it? Here, there, there. Parents, please don't come out in the aisles, I will tackle you. We want this to go as smoothly as possible so that we can keep you on time for the reservations that you made for this afternoon. Again, the pictures will be available on our Facebook page, which is BT Middle School, later on this afternoon. Are you ready? A.P. Brown, the mic is yours.
It is time. Life is good. Life is good. And all the time. That's right, that's right. Where's my Faith? She's going up there. We want to make sure Faith is recognized, so she'll be coming down soon. We're about to call you guys up. But before I call you up, I have to thank the parents. I really, really appreciate you. People don't understand the little intricacies that go on in life. Yesterday I had to call some parents just to tell them, hey, I need your help here. I said, hey, I need your help. I need you to come get some young people because they're really excited today, and today is not the day they want to get in trouble. Those parents said, Mr. Brown, I'll send somebody immediately. That is the way we survive. Because we are a community and we have to take care of each other. If I see something, I have to say something to you. If you see something, you have to say something to me. When you go on to the high schools, you have Mr. Gonzalez as principal. You're going to have Mr. Cornelius as the 9th grade principal. You're going to have Mr. Stanley. You're going to have Ms. Morales at Thornton, at A.B. Davis. You're going to have Ms. Bradley. We're all a family, just as the mayor said. We all know each other. And we rely on each other for our young people to survive. And let me give you 3 examples, 4 examples. 1, Officer Carruthers, Officer Leonte, Officer Lloyd, all during the school year were there to make sure when our children walked up that hill and during the school day they had somebody to speak to. They had people to see and police officers to be proud of. Another person that stood out was Mr. Woodbury. When I would get upset, Mr. Woodbury would come over and say, Mr. Brown, I'll take care of these young people. I'll take care of them. I don't want you upset with them because we don't want to punish our young people. As Dr. Brown said earlier, we want to give them every single possibility to have success. All the way to the last day, we wanted you here. We wanted 100% of our children to be here with us. So today, we present you the best of the best. Our first group, please rise. Leticia Ariel. Jada Barker. Shania Black. Sanaya Boone. Brianna Brown. Kyrisha Bryant. Anil Buckley. Chloe Crooks. Kaya Dacre. Michaela Dwar. Tamisha Dow. Dana Duffin. Ashanti Edward. Asia Ellington. Before I call that next group of boys, I do want to point out someone who were with these young people all their time, and that's Mr. Campbell. Mr. Campbell was definitely a key piece in their way to success. Our boys, please stand and walk down. That's right. Hello, Mr. Campbell. Emmanuel Barker. Matthew Bovell. Michael Brown. Denzel Campbell. Orrin Brown. Trayvon Carmichael. Tyon Cobb. DeAndre Gonsalves. Rajay Crooks. Kaiser Cruikshank. Naveed Isahak. Kamani Freckleton. Chris Michael Garrett. Ladies, can you please rise? Our next group of graduates starts with Faith Huey. Shanice Gilmore. Nyla Goodyear. Courtney Harris. Shania Henriquez. Gerald Nera Harry. Siobhan Hine. Amanda Jennings. Delilah Johnson. Zanil Johnson. Jayla Jones. Linda Kajera. Alexia Logan. Unique Matt. Ashanti McClary. Nathaniel Horton. Jaheem Green. Jaquel Hancock. Amari Hart. Sean Hines. Dylan Jacobs Johnson. Kushawn Jefferson. Giovanni Joseph. Troy Kelly. Devron Lowe. Jamar Matthew. Malachi Maxwell. Lamar Miller. Tiana McLeish. Julia Monteith Davis. Allison Nava. Sanai Nicholas. Amara Obey. Tony Ann Matrey. Samaya Scott. Jaden Young. Felix Moreno. Jaden Murphy. Janasi Nolan. Tyrone Prasad. Damari Prince. Ejaz Rahim. Keanu Reeves. John Rodriguez. Johan Rodriguez. Tyshawn Robinson. O'Neal Reed. Kevin Rugeron. Frederick Santana Vasquez. Tyler Santiago. Carlina Shell. Demetria Sparks. Rashad Sylvan. Ashley Treco. Rebecca Valerio. Daniela Babaldo. Corasia Watson. Amia Williams. Khalil DeMarley Taylor. Xavier Terrell Dewey. Deshaun Wallen. Gregory Westman. Jordan Wright. This is the young man that we couldn't get before. And when he stood up, nobody could see him. But now we can all see him. His name is Justin Waldron. Tyrese Williams. We're gonna bring it home with Ibrahim Ibrahim.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has truly been my privilege to serve as your children's principal these last 2 or 3 school years. As we wrap up, I wanted to let you know there would be a little bit of a change in the program. So normally what we would do is the kids would stand up, we had them walk out, and they would go on into the ether. But today they're going to actually stay. So what we're going to do is parents, you're actually going to exit, and you're going to collect their certificates out in the main hallway, and we'll send the young people out behind you shortly. So we're going to play the recessional for the young people as the parents exit at this time. Thank you for your support.